Our motivator today is Dr. Ignatius Augustine.
Good morning. Today we're going to be sharing about entrepreneurship. Wow, sounds like a big word. For me, what is an entrepreneur? You know, a very good successful friend of mine told me an entrepreneur is someone who's willing to build his success in the face of seemingly impossible odds. You know, so becoming an entrepreneur is not because you knew someone or you inherited a business, or what, but willing to build something that you believe this is what you're called to. And even though it may initially seem impossible, but willing to stick on and make it come true. You know, and the question is, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? That's a question you have to answer. Because what is the why? Why do you do what you do? This morning, when you started going to do what you were doing, going to work, you know, I think the question that we should ask is, why are we doing this? You know, why go to work when you can create work for people? You know, are we just managing debts and payment? Why don't we create wealth? The question you need to ask is, what you're doing today, will your children be able to be part of it? See, one of the things, my background as a medical practitioner, I was thinking, you know, if I can build no matter how big a medical practice, but the question is, will I want my children to carry on that? So I wanted to have something that's much bigger than that, much bigger than a day-to-day existence, just going and turning up. You see, friends, so entrepreneurship is seeing beyond where you are today. You know, so I want to be in a business that one day my children and my grandchildren can be part of it. That is true entrepreneurship. It's not something that finishes when I'm not around. A lot of people, when you talk to them, you ask them, do you want your children to do what you do? I think that's a question we must ask ourselves. Do we want our children to do what we do? And if that is a firm answer, yes, you know, are you going to say, I want to send my kids to work where I work? I'm quite sure the answer is no. In each of us, there's this desire to actually do something creative, to have their own business. You know, and each of us have that opportunity. But the thing is, are you prepared when the opportunity comes? And you can never be in a situation where everything is like the lights are green. You know, there'll be situations that you come across opportunities when you are not ready. But the thing is, if you had been prepared and preparing yourself, when that opportunity comes, you'll be ready. A lot of people say, I'm waiting for the opportunity. You know, for some people, when opportunity knocks, they think, what is a noise there? You know, but for you, when opportunity knocks, will you open the door? So one of the ways that for you, know, most of us, we work for someone. My question is, why do we work for someone? You know, in our parents, you know, I remember as I was growing up, my dad never told me, you know, son, study hard. One day you'll have an enterprise and you will employ thousands of people. Most of our parents, what they tell us is study hard, be a good, obedient student, go to university, and they say work for someone. I think there's something wrong in the programming. You know, my boys, what I tell them is, I say, sons, when you grow up, you're going to be in business with daddy. We're going to be investors together. We're going to be doing things as a family. We're going to have a family business. And that's really excites me. So I think one of the things that we should do, you know, you do what you're doing, but understand wherever you are going and working. If you think you're called to do that and you're excited, continue. But if you know that's not your place, then start expanding your horizon. And one very good way to expand your horizon is start making new friends, start making new connections. You know, you may be in your family, have a very successful family member. You know, you may have an uncle or an aunt, you know, or someone related, you know, a cousin who's successful in business. Start hanging around them. And you may be surprised that they may be willing to share how they became successful. If we hang around the same group of people that we hang around with, then you're not going to change the way you think. And if you don't change the way you think, you're going to be stuck in the same place. You know, you should look for people who are going somewhere. So being an entrepreneur is not just sitting somewhere and you think one day things are going to change. No, things are not going to change. We are supposed to look. You know, sometimes I have people come to me and complain, oh, wow, I don't like my boss, he's really tough, you know, wake up late, work long hours. You know, I tell them, I say, there is a perfect opportunity out there. I say, what are you doing to look for it? If you just remain where you are and you just complain, it's not going to come rolling into your lap. You know, I believe the dream home is out there. The dream place when you go is out there. You know, for some singles there, the dream guy, the dream girl is out there. But if you're going to put yourself in a closet, you're not going to meet them. You Go out, start doing something uncomfortable. A very good idea is start attending business seminars. There are a lot of seminars where you not only learn at a seminar, but you may actually get ideas about, wow, that's a good idea, and you may meet other people that you can connect to and start getting ideas. Some of you in your family, there may be someone with a creative recipe or someone with a talent that you can actually bring it to the marketplace. So these are things for you to explore. I believe each of us, as we come on this planet, are given gifts. The question is, have you opened your box of gift? Have you ever realized that you have a gift that you haven't opened? When I realized that I have a gift, I have the ability to go and work at what I believe and achieve, life changed. Today, for me, I'm a wealthy man because of my friends that I have, the place that I've gone. Wealth is not measured in dollars, friend. It's not a bank balance that you have. As a medical practitioner, when I was working in hospital, I've met a lot of people with cancer. You'll be surprised when you meet someone with terminal cancer and you go and talk to them. The patient never tells you, oh doctor, if I only wish I got the promotion. Oh doctor, if I just got the post of the CEO. You know what they tell me? They say, they talk about their sadness is all the things that they wanted to do in their life and they never did. So most of what they wanted to do was spending time with people and the places they want to go. And that was the music in them. And their sadness comes not from the achievement of the bank balance, but the places and people they want to spend time with, they never got to do. Friends, in you have that embedded in you. But first you must find out what is that. And that's when you start expanding your horizon, looking. I tell you, when you get a burning desire, your why do you want to do? What is your dream? And that's when you start thinking like an entrepreneur. That's when you start exploring. That's when you start looking at business trends. You started going for seminars. You started looking. I tell you, when you look, you will find. And that's the amazing thing, And I found out in life, and I realized, it's like when I want to buy the next car, So I know what car I want to buy. And somehow in the road, you see it. You see it going down the road, you see it in the rear mirror, because when you're aware of it, you suddenly notice it, isn't it? Just imagine when you bought your car, suddenly notice a lot of people having the car or you see them driving around. Why? Because your eyes become open. And when your eyes open, you begin to see opportunities that other people cannot see. And that's what entrepreneurship is being able to open up and look. I tell you, we live in a country with abundance of opportunity, and you can have a slice or not the whole cake.